Homies, we are back again with another episode of What's in the Box. Let me stop, man. Let me stop. No, for real, we're going to be taking a look at some more pickups, man. Because I got some cool feedback from the last one, and I just want to hit this up with you guys and show you what's coming in. So, first up we got here, you guys can see for $24.99 from the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Now, this isn't because I'm such a humongous stan of the Super Mario movies or anything remotely like that. To be real with you, it's for a Super Smash Brothers display that I'm trying to put together. I've gotten the itch, man, because I'm somebody that loves, like, I'm a sucker for crossovers and multi-universal whatever, and I got this bug to say, like, you know what, I am going to put together this Smash Bros display. So I am bringing the figures together, man, and I wanted to go with these most recent releases of some of these characters, man, for there's a few of them, and Bowser Jr. was one. I know that there's a Jakks Pacific one, and that one looks perfectly fine, to be honest, as well. I was debating heavily to whether I want to pick these guys up or pick up the Jakks, and I think that I could have gone fine for either one, to be honest. And so much of that is going to depend, oh, excuse me, right, on preference and like what scale you're looking at and all that stuff. But out of the box, man, cool looking sculpt. Look at this guy. Ah, this is neat, man. They did a solid job on this one. Now, at the time of this release, the movie ain't out yet, so I can't speak on that. But this paintbrush accessory is mad heavy. This is kind of nuts, man. This thing is, hold on, this thing's mad heavy. This is low-key quality right here. All right. Oh, that's neat, man. All right. Very cool. So, got a Bowser Jr. to add to the Smash collection over here. But y'all let me know, man, because if any of y'all have done a Smash collection, because I know a lot of you guys have likely been in the collecting game longer than I have. So I know that there's going to be some characters that are tougher to get. So I'm kind of curious, man, to see where my roadblocks are going to come up as to trying to make this happen. But here we got a Yoshi and another one. Now, I think just a Jakks Pacific standard, like Nintendo World Yoshi, would have done just fine. But for this one, there was a little bit more purposefulness behind it, because I kind of wanted to get a bigger Yoshi to maybe get another character able to ride on his back, hopefully. So my hope is that the articulation on this guy will allow for it. So we'll see how that goes. Look at this man rocking his accessory pack over here. I cannot, bro. This isn't, again, coming from my absolute love of this movie. But what I can say, man, is that the figures look to be of like pretty decent quality. And with them being in store right now, I wanted to grab them while they were still available. Let me see if I can get this thing out of here. Let's see if we cut this up without doing too much damage. But because I think that there's still, to be able to complete the whole roster for the Super Smash Bros. Thing, guys, I don't, oh man, excuse me. I don't think it's going to be a full possibility, right? Because I'm pretty sure that there's still characters, even up to this point, that haven't had like an action figure release or anything like that. But that could also be where the hobby of like 3D printing and some of this other stuff may be able to come in too. So we'll have to see. But since I'm like kind of just starting this off, I'm not even gonna trip about what might not be available, because I still gotta try to hunt down what is. So let's focus on the positives over here. But let's take a look at this Yoshi, man. He's a pretty big fella out here. It's a big one. Man got a gut on him too. He been eating good. I like him though. We even got a little bit of shading work happening on this. I'm pleasantly surprised, man. These figures are pretty decent. Oh, his head looks a little bit floppy on there. Maybe it was the way it was sitting. Head's looking a little bit floppy. I don't know how to take a look at that, but overall, very neat. I'm gonna have to see about like getting somebody on his back though. That's probably gonna be awkward. You might be able to do it depending on how you get them standing, but big grown man Yoshi out here. Grown ass man. Let's see, can we get his ball cap on? How does this work? Does it go like this? Bro, I don't know. Bro, I don't know. I don't know how you get. I should have thought of this before. Maybe maybe it goes like that. For now, I'm gonna just put it next to him. Stand up over here, guys, and we can take a look at that at a later date. We'll get him his little man purse. Put that next to him as well. And how could I forget his shades, man? What am I thinking? Of course, he's got to wear his Oakleys. Get those out of here. Take a quick look, y'all. Might be able to even put these on another figure. Do a little kit bash with the glasses. That'd be cool. But all right, so there we go. Another set of the Super Mario figures. And then coming up, you guys likely guessed it, but yes, we got another. This was Rosalina. And again, this was a choice between the World of Nintendo Jakks Pacific one or this most recent one. And ended up grabbing this guy, this lady, excuse me. I don't think it comes with a Luma though, no Luma. So that I'm gonna have to try to hunt down somewhere else or potentially like print or make one to get her properly decked out, because how are you gonna have Rosalina without Luma, man? What are we talking? That's peanut butter and jelly right there. Or man, I don't know. I was probably gonna say something foul. Let me stop before I get myself in trouble. But definitely gonna have to get her a Luma. But I'm excited to take a little bit closer look at the sculpt on this one, man. See how they did the girl Rosalina. If I can cut this tape out. Oh, I'm gonna break this wand and I'm gonna be salty. Let me be careful. I'm over here cavemaning this thing like I ain't got no sense. Here we go. Now let's see if we can get her out a little bit better. Ah, there we go. Right here. Okay. Pretty cute. Not the greatest paint job ever on it, but doesn't need to be, man. That's not the star of the show, because what we're really looking at is how they did the girl Rosalina. Another big thing that I'm going to be taking a look at this, right, is considering my scale with this is going to be all over the place. Like, I think like these ladies, right, like this Rosalina and some of these other characters I got are going to be mad big, especially compared to the Mario that I'm gonna have. So I'm gonna have to get kind of creative. But also she got like a little stand over here. That's cool. Okay, kind of keep her floating and levitating. But let's take a look, guys. Oh, I got her hand backwards. That ain't good. But overall, like, I think they really did a good job on the sculpt, man. She's quite the looker over here for a princess. They did good. Take a look at some of the paint. You can see some of the sparkles happening over here. Not bad, man. Okay. I'm kind of a believer on some of these guys. These are good. Right now, the movie Jakks Pacific line, you guys did a solid job. And they seem to really, like, they do right by them, man. Jakks Pacific seems to do right by, like, their Nintendo characters. I imagine there's a reason they keep getting that license over here. Oh my goodness, don't mind me, guys. We're getting over this cold. All right, so here, next one. Take a look at Mario Bros. Movie, Luigi. And I think this is for the first one, right? But, so we got Mr. Luigi over here. Open this fella up. The Mario Brothers. Thinking about, you guys remember that the old Mario Brothers cartoon? Oh my goodness, man. That opening was so nuts. You get hooked on the brothers. We need more of that, man. Bring that back. Them fellas is out here rapping. All right, so let's bust out Senior Luigi. Look, oh, he's big. All right. Yeah, this fella's got some height to him, man. Bro, these guys are going to be dwarfing the Mario that I picked up. So I picked up the SH Figure Arts reissue of Mario. And these guys are going to be dwarfing him, gang. So I'm going to have to get mad creative, you know, with how I want to pose him for him to look not just outrageous. But I'm actually not too upset about that, y'all, because I got some ideas about how I want to put him up on the show. Excuse me, and I think I can make it work. Well, let's take a look at here, man. Mr. Luigi. I think they said the eyes and stuff move too. But pretty good representation of him, man. I think he looks pretty good. Let's see, check out just some of the articulation over here. Of course, I'm not expecting nothing too nuts out here, man, out of this guy, but pretty decent, especially what I'm going to need him for. I'm not going to need most of the guys on this shelf doing anything crazy. I think I'll have a few of them kind of giving some just dynamic poses, but others I just want to kind of have them in a cool stance, and it doesn't got to be too crazy. I think they're going to kind of have like that aura effect with all of them together. When you get them all in, they're not going to have to do too much insane stuff to look good together. So that'll be all right. All right, guys, next one over here. Continuing the trend, we got Peach from the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now, for you guys that have been collecting for a while, man, I'm definitely curious your take on these guys. Are you liking, well, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, because we got male, female collectors, anything in between over here, but oh my goodness, pardon me. How are you guys feeling about this Jakks Pacific line of figures compared with like the world of Nintendo, like the older releases and stuff, man? Do you feel like they did a good job? Are you liking the bigger scale, or do you like kind of like the 4-inch territory that they were going with that one? What do you guys think? Because I know that can be a really big deal for people, right? That can be like a make or break kind of thing, depending on the scale of the figures and what they come out with, if that's going to fit in your display, if it's going to have a place in your collection or not. I definitely know that that's a big deal for some folks out there. And there's the YouTube comments and the Reddit threads to prove it. To prove it. I can tell you that for free, not beyond a shadow of a doubt. So let's take a look at our princess here, man. Let's see. It's cool though, man. She's got the big doe eyes. She kind of looks like surprised or scared. I don't know. It's funny though. And then check out a little bit of the movement. They, I don't know, man. I'm impressed though. They did a really solid job on these. Just taking a look at like the colors and even like the movie representation. That's another question too, man. It's like, do you guys like the movie versions of these characters? I mean, clearly I don't mind them, right? But I know for some people, you might be a huge purist when it comes to some of that. So I'm very much curious about like what you guys think about the movie interpretations. And over here, this will be our last Mario figure over here, guys. And then we'll be moving into something different. Let me see if I can bust them out. It's a big one. We got Big Body Bowser, man, from the Super Mario Bros. Movie that I gotta crack open here with you guys. So let's get big homie here out of the box and continue this narration and unhaul. All right, y'all, let's yoink this big ass Bowser out of this box. Ooh, y'all like that alliteration? Spitting out here. All right, so a couple of these plastic pieces on the side here. So I love and simultaneously hate these, how big this guy is, right? Because on the one hand, on a personal level, absolutely love it. I love big ass, hefty hunks of plastic, man. Give me some big figures. But the only problem is displaying these guys. And this guy is definitely going to be taking up some space to get him properly suited and booted for the, oh man, this guy's packaging is a little bit more involved over here. Let's see, gang. Can I figure it out? I think so. It looks like it's just gonna take a second. You know, let's see here. How do I want to do this? Dang, how do I want to approach this? Am I gonna have to just rip this box? I'm gonna have to do this like a caveman, I feel like. Y'all don't judge me. I'm about to caveman this ish. But I know y'all inbox collectors are like, ugh. I'm sorry, man. This is blame them. Blame how they did it over here. But I ain't an inbox collector either. But I feel for y'all, man. I know that it had to have been hard to watch. Had to have been a tough one right there. Okay, let me get the, throw that there to the side. Get that cleaned up for later. And taking a look. This guy looks great. I like the way he looks in the Super Mario movie. They low-key kind of made my man handsome in a way. Like there's something about his design. When we take a look at the face sculpt, I'll kind of see maybe specifically what it is about his design in this movie where like he has like a lot of personality. And I'm wondering if I can just kind of take a look at that face really quick now that I got this like the figure right in front of me and just figure it out. What is it about the way that they rendered his face that gives him I don't know, like the kind of like the charisma or just the look that he has, because I do think that they did a good job with that. And they had my man over in the movie doing karaoke, hitting him with the preacher. Oh man, I love you, oh preacher. Let me stop. I'm about to have everybody clicking off this video. My apologies, guys. I did not come here for the karaoke. They're like, brother, you are not Jack Black. We don't want to hear it. I get that, man. Jack Black been out here going crazy in these streets with like the movie runs, the Mario movie, the Minecraft movie. Dude found that infinite money glitch with these video game movies. And he was built for it too. I know Jack Black is a humongous nerd, but also he's got like a lot of that like overly energetic theater kid energy that I feel like is an excellent fit for a lot of these kids movies and everything too. I'm so sorry, y'all. I know how unaesthetic this is watching me try to unopen this box. He's almost out, man. We almost got Bowser out. Let's see. He's close. He's almost out of his chains, y'all. He's almost out. Maybe I can cut too. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. So what if I perform surgery right here? Trying to, of course, not scratch the paint because I would be butt hurt at myself if I did some stuff like that. But I think there's enough clearance for me to be able to snip this. I think we can make it work. But yeah, but Jack Black recently, y'all, he definitely found that infinite money glitch. I can't be mad at the fella either. Go out here and get the bag, bro. These video game movies, the video game movie scene has been really blowing back up, huh? Like now that I think about it, right? You have like the Mario movie, the Minecraft movie was going crazy. You got the Street Fighter film that's coming out. I want MK to have like a really good definitive film besides the 90s one, because that one is the definitive one for me. That original Mortal Kombat that came out in the 90s, y'all know which one, man. Your soul is mine. And is it Kellyanne Hoskins, your boy's like early crush back there, Sonya Blade? Oh man, that's a good one. I need Mortal Kombat to have like another really solid film, because like, I don't know, like one of the more recent ones, right, that they came out with, I'm trying to remember which one. Maybe it was the most recent Mortal Kombat movie. This is the, before the Johnny Cage one is hitting the streets, right? I'm talking about the one before where the main character was like a, just some random dude. And it's like, I never understood that with these Mortal Kombat movies, while sometimes they'll just put like the protagonist as this random OC, when you have so many choices to pick from with Mortal Kombat, and that roster is not one where you have to just go and make somebody up because there's no star power. So I don't get it, but that's enough, man. I'm done yapping. Let's take a look. Oh, it looks like there's like a flame or glow effect. Look in there. Look inside the mouth. That's cool. This Bowser is big, bro. This is a lot of plastic we got happening here. I'm gonna have to actually read the instructions and see what's going on with that flame effect, because I'm imagining that it needs some sort of batteries. That's cool. I don't know, man. It's neat. This guy and his articulation and everything too. He can move a little bit. Like, of course, with his proportions, he is only going to be doing so much, but You can get him holding something or putting him in a pose or two, but it's that sculpt, right? We said we're gonna look at the face. Is it the way that they did, like, maybe it's the eyebrows and the eyes? I don't know, man. I really like what they did with Bowser in this movie, though. I think he has a great look, man. King Koopa, and I know the streets love some Bowser too. I seen what some of y'all got out here on the internet. I know y'all love Bowser. So let me stop, man. Put him over here. Well, he ain't going to the side, man. He's gonna be low-key front and center, but King Koopa, I'm gonna have you sit there. I'll leave those instructions there. And that, gang, is the end of the Mario part of this haul. So now we got some other random assorted stuff. This one, Marvel Legends Black Panther Shuri. Now, this one was exciting for me because I have a full dedicated Marvel, not Marvel, excuse me. Well, yeah, it is Marvel, but what I'm saying here is a Marvel's Black Panther display. Well, not even just Marvel. Yeah, man, let me stop. I'm over here. I can't even talk right now. But I got a Black Panther display, and I was excited to see this Shuri over. I think this was an Ollie's pickup for like $2 or $3, man. And which wasn't too surprising because I know that this movie is pretty damn old at this point, and it's not T'Challa himself. And I know for a lot of, like, sometimes like these superhero characters and stuff like that, you just have like certain types of characters who, like, they're going straight to Ollie's, bro. It's just, it is what it is. But for me, like, what do they say? One man's trash, another's treasure. I was excited to find this Shuri because I don't have her. I don't have her yet. I have a really cool PVC statue of her that I think looks great, but I wanted an articulated figure to kind of get her posed up next to some of her brothers that we're gonna have, man. So that'll be good. And now I finally got it. So this was super awesome to have, man. So Shuri comes with her patented gauntlets over here. Throw those on really quick, if I can, while I'm on camera. If I could do it without choking. Don't choke, don't choke. Oh, these are kind of weird to put on. I might have to take my time and actually figure out how to get these on properly because I'm over here fighting and these Johns don't want to. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got them. I was making that way harder than it needed to be. Don't mind me, y'all. I was fighting for my life trying to put them things on real quick. I was like, what the heck? All right. Oh, crap. I'm hitting the camera. It's messed up. Here we go. So that she's going straight in the Black Panther display, man. She has a designated spot. I hear her stand up, kind of. Okay. So following that up, what we got here, Ross pickup, man. $10, Cobra Commander. Now, reason I got him, I'm not a G.I. Joe collector at all. Literally, I have 2 Joes, gang. It is this, and then there's another one that's going to be coming within this haul. Spoiler alert, they're the only Joes that I got. And I got him because I feel like I'm going to end up using Cobra Commander as, like, well, one, I like the design, but I also feel like he's just going to end up being a mook that gets beat up for some of my figure photography stuff or whatever. I think that there's some stuff that I can do with him, but I also pretty sure that he's a decent quality figure, and I like the accessories and the guns that he comes with and everything too. So when I saw him for this price, I was like, heck yeah, I'll pick up Cobra Commander. Definitely. I saw him at Walmart in the past, and he was going for like 30 some bucks. I'm like, man, I'm not into the character like that to be dropping $30 on him. Like, if I was a Joe fan, oh, by all means, you know, if it was something that I was really into and invested in, like, do your thing, gang, you know, nothing wrong with it. But for a guy like me over here with no emotional investment whatsoever in Joe, nah. But when I saw him there, because I like the design, right? Like, going back to what I was saying before, I like the design of this fella. So, like, it wasn't like there was no interest in the figure, but it ended up working out, man. As fate would have it, went to Ross, and they had this man for a very reasonable price, and now I got me a Cobra Commander, and I'm very excited. So let's bust him out. yeah, I'm just not a Joe guy, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm messing up. You know, I don't. As far as like the actual quality of the series, I can't say much about it. You know, if it's good, bad, or indifferent, because I know that I have some shows that I love that if I'm being real, I'm into them, and it's because of nostalgia, right? Where like if I'm looking at the show objectively, I can't necessarily say the show or the series or whatever is all of that quality, but because the time I grew up with it, the time that it caught me, the time that I was a part of my life, I was young and everything, I love it, and can't nobody tell me nothing about it. And I wonder how that is with Joe fans, man. If the show's just like super good and like everybody needs to be watching it, or if it's something that if you watch that junk, you're like, nah, this mess don't hold up. But you grew up with it, so you love it. Or y'all tell me, man, I'm curious. If you're a Joe fan, let me know in the comments, man. What's your attachment or just thoughts on the series? Do you feel like it's pretty damn quality? And even if somebody isn't necessarily like grew up with it, or you don't have that nostalgic attachment to it, do you see it as something that people could still like be excited about and get into to this day? Or do you think it's one of those shows that really requires you to have like grown up on it to appreciate it on that level? I'm curious, man, because I know that there's some stuff like that, but not everything. Some stuff is good based on just its own merits, man. Nostalgia ain't always a part of the puzzle. Now, what I'm trying to do here, gang, is I got this fist piece that does not want to come out, and I'm over here fighting for my life, trying to get this out the plastic. I think I just did it. Okay. There we go. So we got Cobra Commander finally. Let's just take a look at this guy, man. This being my first Joe I've ever unboxed. How are we feeling? I like that. Look at that shine on that helmet, man. Okay, Cobra Commander, I see you. Got that mask done up with a spit shine. Let's take a look at some of this articulation. It got a lot of points of articulation too, man. I'm seeing the bicep swivel. He's crunchy though. I might have to warm this fella up. You hear that? Listen to this. Oh yeah, this fella's gonna need warmed up. You ain't been played with in a while, sir. Hey yo. Let me stop. Oh man, I think that he's in need of some just fiddling and some heat, and he'll be good to go. But I like him though. I like that design. I think that I can find a couple of things to do with Mr. Cobra Commander over here. Not bad. Here, let's put him up next to my knocked over Shuri. And we got a few more to take a look at, gang. Over here, we got that. I was gonna call him completely the wrong name over here. We got Jiren, man. The Dragon Ball Super Jiren, and what is the Dragon Stars, man? I couldn't even remember the name of the line for the life of me, but I saw him and I've been wanting a Jiren on the shelf, and I'm pretty sure that the SH Figuart one, I think it's pretty damn difficult to find, and I'm sure it costs an ungodly amount. So for right now, this Jiren is gonna be taking up that place on my shelf, man, next to my Super paraphernalia. And boy, howdy, do I got a lot of thoughts about Dragon Ball Super, y'all. How do I want to put it? So I think Dragon Ball Super hate is played out, man. I don't know how many videos on YouTube I've seen of people dumping on Super and that kind of thing. And like that even kind of gets old to me as well, man, because I think that there are some things that Super does well, but long story short, I got some problems with Super too, man. And one of the big ones being just how I feel like it's done some of the characters, some of the OGs, man, like Goku, and like the way his character is interpreted and how they do his personality in Super. I feel like there's a whole lot of character regression with my man Goku. And now I know, like, especially in Dragon Ball, Goku is all about like kind of being naive, and he's a fight hobo, right? Like he's obsessed with throwing hands. So like that part is real. But I feel like there's just some things about like his maturity and development that happened throughout Dragon Ball Z Now we just don't see in Super, and I think it happens with a few other characters that I feel like it just makes it kind of shallow compared to some other stuff. So I got my problems with it, but don't get me wrong though, there was still plenty of hype moments. There's cool stuff to appreciate, and I think that fight with Jiren and stuff was one of them, man. Like Jiren having his own problems aside, he's pretty neat, and I like the proportions of this character, man. That exaggerated V shape that we got here. Very plain face sculpt, but that's Jiren for you, man. I kind of want to give this guy a matte finish. I feel like he'd look pretty dang good if we got him a good matte finish going on in here. Not bad, man. Like, I'm not super big on a lot of the Dragon Stars just because I feel like some are really good. Don't get me wrong, but there's others where I'm like, kind of take it or leave it. But I really like this Jiren, and especially for like a lot of the villains or some of the characters that are harder to come by, I think the Dragon Stars can be like absolutely serviceable substitutes on the show for some characters, man. So I'm happy to have some Jiren action over here. Got 3 left for you, gang. So right here was the other Joe that I was telling you guys about earlier. The only other Joe that will be in my collection as of right now. And it's the, you can see, GameStop clearance for $5. G.I. Joe Classified Akiko over here, and mainly got her because I like the character design. To be honest with you, man, I'm into the aesthetic. I like the little weapon loadout thing that we had over here. Like, while it's not much, you know, it's just like this character very much fits the kind of stuff that I'm into, and I thought that she would have a place in some of my figure photography and things that I like to do. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna pick her up here. So let's bust her open and I can see what's going on. I read online that these aren't necessarily people's favorite, the G.I. Joe Classified Origins, which would explain why she was on such deep clearance, you know. But from what I understand, it's not necessarily because the figures are garbo, but because people just didn't like this movie. You know, they didn't like the series that she's coming from. So that'd be interesting for me to kind of just play around with and just get my own opinions, you know, about what I think about this this lady right here. But I think that she'll do all right over here in my displays, man. I'm not needing her for anything too crazy. And again, I like the aesthetic. So who knows, man? Maybe I'll end up finding a few more Joes in my collection, because I think that from a character design standpoint, even though I'm not necessarily connected to the series, I do think aesthetically there are some other Joe figures that I've seen out in the wild where I'm like, you know what, I kind of like this, man. So let's take a look here at Miss Akiko a little bit closer up. Brief look at some of this articulation. Better than the horizontal, that ain't bad, okay. I have to mess around because another thing I did here figure wise is, as you guys can see, they kind of have this heel, and I was told that these guys don't stand up the best. So I'll have to kind of mess with that and just see posing wise if that does end up being a factor. To be honest, probably nothing. Blue tack, a little bit of tack can't fix, as well as potentially getting her in like a crouching pose or something like that. But that'll be I don't know, I'm liking her so far, man. As briefly as I've had to play with her. So let me just put her back here. I'll hang her out next to Yoshi, prop her up. Next up, we got Professor X, man. Specifically the Professor X from the House of X run. And specifically why I picked this guy up is because I recently just got done with the House of X graphic novel, and I loved it. I need to move to Powers of X, and I need to finish up like the remainder of the series. But when I saw this guy at the local shop, I had to pick him up because I'm all about it, man. And if you guys, I don't know if y'all are big comic heads. I'm imagining a lot of y'all probably are if you're on here on the on the figure side of things. I know not every figure collector is into comics and that kind of thing, but I feel like there's a lot of crossover in the population between comic nerds and graphic novel nerds and figure collecting. But what'd you guys think of this run? I thought it was so good, man. It's a very interesting twist and play on expectations, man, where you have characters and alliances. Oh, the Build-A-Figure right here. Characters and alliances that we've never seen before in X-Men history coming together, and just some like really shocking moments, as well as such a strong story, man. Was it Bendis? I think that was on this one, and I'm trying to remember, man. Forgive me, you guys, for not being able to remember all the minds and the illustrators behind it, but I thought it was amazing the way that not only just some of the character like redesigns and other stuff like that, but just the overall narrative of it as well, the establishing of like Krakoa and like the ideologies at play and everything going on, and the ways that we see a lot of what we know about Professor X and some of these other characters challenged in their overall philosophies. Just great stuff, man. And so for me, having this guy on the shelf is representative of my time reading that story and the great enjoyment that I got of it, man. So I'm very happy to have him. And I have Moira McTaggart that I picked up as well, man. I found her used online, and I'm super excited to have that figure as well. She is going to fit right in. Did I bring her with me? Yeah. Here we go. So we got Moira, and I've seen people online calling her Velma Dinkley. And that cracked me up because low-key a little bit that is kind of giving Velma vibes, so I'm not even mad at it, man. And then finally, well, actually, hold on, let me give you guys an Easter egg really quick before I get the final figure out. I picked this up as well from the shop that I'd never gone to before. It was a local comic shop, and they had Star Gladiator, the Japanese version for the PS1. Love this game, man. I mostly played on the Dreamcast, and I'm wondering if I'll be able to play this bad boy on my modded PS2, but mainly I got it just because I love it, man. It's gonna, if I can't play it, then it'll be a sick display piece, but I'm pretty sure I can. But I love this game. If you guys haven't played any Star Gladiator before, classic. It's we'll call it a 3D fighter. It's technically a 3D fighter, but it mostly kind of plays out in a 2D plane. But it's a 3D fighter with weapons base, so like think of like Soul Calibur and that kind of thing. Great game, man. I love it. And they had it for 16 bucks, and I was like, I got 16 bucks, gotta copy it. So put this to the side over here. But the last one that we got is this ancient Spawn figure, man. It's Wanda and Cyan. So the homie's daughter and girl, man, is love interest. And when I saw this, I was like, yes, because this is some old ass McFarlane too. Look how old this thing is, man. Absolutely crazy. But looking through this, I thought this is gonna fit in so well with some of these things that I want to do with my Spawn like diorama / display and some of that stuff. So I had to pick her up. I don't know if I'm gonna open her up right now because I kind of want to wait till because I have a Spawn review coming up for you guys. So I might open it up around that time. But I want to show you guys over here, man. So let me get this camera moved, and then we'll finish up, man. I'll show you guys the group shot, and we'll get you guys out of here. So here we have it, homies. The troops all together, man. The current haul. So everything from Jiren, you guys can see here, squad together, and you guys can see a little bit of the display back there. But I appreciate you guys hanging with me, man. Just thoughts, man. Tell me about how you guys' like Smash displays are coming. What have you guys picked up lately? What did you think about the figures that I have here? Do you have any of them? Talk to me down in the comments, man. And if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, share, hype me up, all that fun stuff, man, to help the channel grow. I sincerely appreciate it. And I've been Kintsugi Plastic, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Thanks again.